Today is most auspicious Nirjala Ekadashi day. We have good fortune that on this Ekadashi we are sitting here in Krishna Valley Mandir in the lotus feet of your Lordship Shri Shri Radha Krishna Bhagwan. It's a confirmation that Supreme Lord wants to bless us. When on this day you get opportunity like this, and first of all about this Ekadashi. One day the mightiest Pandava, Bhim, he asked this question to Ved Vyas, Shri Krishna Purified Ved Vyas. Pitamaha, I cannot control my hunger, I cannot control my appetite because I need to eat. And all my brothers, Yudhishthira, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev, Mother Kunti, and Draupadi, they observe Ekadashi, always tell me to do the same way, but I am unable. You tell me I can do something else, like I can give donation, I can do other charities, but I cannot remain hungry. So kindly tell me, what should I do? So in reply to this, Ved Vyas says that if you really want your spiritual progress, you should observe this day. But as you cannot control, I will give you one special alternative, and that is, instead of observing all Ekadashis, which is like 24 Ekadashis normally in every year, and instead of having 24, you can have one Ekadashi. So that Ekadashi is this particular Shukla Paksha Jeshth Mas Ekadashi, Nirjala Ekadashi. But there is a condition. You cannot drink even water. If you can do this, you get all the benefits of observing Ekadashi all over the year. So Bhimsen agreed. He said, okay, I can do it for one day. So with this Ekadashi got the name Bhimseni Ekadashi. It's very famous. In India, generally people observe this particular day, and especially in northern India. Today we find people doing lots of charities, like they are feeding people, they are offering water to poor on this day, because it's given that whatever you donate today multiplies many fold, and that way it's very famous Ekadashi. Guru Maharaj says, why we observe Ekadashi? Rupa Goswami gave 64 kinds of devotional practices. In those 64 devotional practices, observation of Ekadashi is one. So every devotee should observe this, because the objective is to get connected to Supreme Lord Krishna. That connection cannot come without love. As they say, if you love me, love my dog. So Krishna says, I love this Tithi. I love Ekadashi. Because on this day, there is a history that Vishnu was fighting with more Daitya, and during that fight, Ekadashi appeared from the body of Vishnu and killed Muru Daitya. It's a long story, I'm just briefly touching it. That was the appearance day. On 11th day of this lunar calendar, Ekadashi appeared. So that was Utpanna Ekadashi, that comes in the month of December, January. So Krishna says, whosoever observes this day in fasting and chanting will be my dearmost. So whatever Krishna says, we do that. So Mirabai has said, the way you want me, I will do like that. If you want me to dress up in a very beautiful way, I will do that. If you want that I live like a saint, I will have the saintly robes. Whatever way you want, I will do that. But, oh my Lord, be pleased. I just want to please you, make you happy. Gopis have a very beautiful saying. They say, Tomar sevai dukh hai yadi sei to param sukh. Seva sukh dukh param sampad nashay avidya dukh. So Gopis say, oh Supreme Lord Krishna, in your service, if we get troubles, if we get pains, or we get pleasure, that is our salary, that is our earning, because whatever we get during service is very, very dear to us. That is Param Sampat. So, a pure devotee only wants to please his object of worship the way he is actually expected. So all of us are very fortunate that we get this chance to sit here and do Ekadashi. My Gurudev, His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, on this day he recommends to do one particular kirtan, and that kirtan gives the essence of what we do on Ekadashi day. And that kirtan is Shri Hari Vasare Hari Kirtan Vidhan. Shri Hari Vasare Hari Kirtan Vidhana. Shri Hari Vasare Hari Kirtan Vidhana. Nritya Arambhila Prabhu Jagater Prana. Nritya Arambhila Prabhu Jagater Prana. Punyavant Shri Vasa Angane Shubharambha. Uthila Sankirtan Dhvani Gopal Govinda. Mridanga Mandira Bade Shankha Kartala. Sankirtana Sange Sab Haila Mishala. So it's a very beautiful Sankirtan. The meaning is, what is the direction of scriptures? What is Vidhan? What we should do on Ekadashi. So, as you know, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but he is in the mood of Radharani. He is acting as a guru. So, He is doing what He wants us to do. We have to follow what He does on this day. He goes to the house of Srivas Pandit in Navadvip, and in that place, Srivas Angan, he starts vigorous Shri Hari Kirtan. Vigorously Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing Shri Hari Kirtan because Shri Hari Kirtan is what we have to do on this day. That's the essence of Ekadashi. Because Nam Sankirtan is the highest spiritual act. We are doing all kinds of spiritual things, right from charities to meditation to japa and finally to Sankirtan. So Sankirtan is the foremost expression of spirituality in this particular age. So we have to perform Sankirtan on Ekadashi. Why? Whatever we do on this day becomes magnified. For example, we say Hare Krishna, and scriptures say we are unable to describe the benefits you get when you say Hare Krishna. It's so great thing just by saying, uttering Hare Krishna. You get so much that no one can describe that. Words cannot express. But if we do the same Hare Krishna on Ekadashi, that becomes 10 million times. That's given. It becomes 10 million times. You are saying one Hare Krishna and Krishna is hearing it 10 million times. Oh, who is calling Hare Krishna so many times? Because that is magnifying impact of the time, place and circumstances. Because time, quality time, you know, the concept of quality time. It's a quality spiritual time. But that is for normal Ekadashi. For Pandav Nirjala Ekadashi, it's 10 times more. So it's 1 million times. You say Hare Krishna and it's 1 million times. And the vidhan is, you should not sleep tonight. Because sleeping tonight, you are going to miss the opportunity to derive the benefit of Hare Krishna, Mahamantra Sankirtan. If you can do Sankirtan, loudly chanting, tonight, that's going to give you something which is beyond imagination. But as humans, we are constrained, so at least till midnight. Till past midnight we should do Sankirtan as much as possible. So in our ashrams in India, so all of the inmates, they sit together during the night and then do this at least midnight. Few people are doing even beyond that. I have the good fortune to have darshan of one disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada. His name was Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. Krishnadas Babaji used to do chanting all night, every day, all through his life. And I also watched it because we knew that he never sleeps and he is chanting. So let's go and watch. Let us find out whether he sleeps or not. So many friends secretly went to his room and sneaked in, and he was having that mosquito quilt, machardani. And inside that, he was sitting and chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. No one has seen him sleeping all his life. And when Brajmandal 84 Kos Parikrama starts, he has a mridanga in his neck, and you only see him playing mridanga, doing chanting and moving in front. When His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj left his body in Vrindavan, Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj led the procession with his transcendental body all over Vrindavan, and he was doing Mahamantra Kirtan. And during his last days, he was always staying close to him and doing Kirtan. Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. When Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj joined Gaudiya Math and started Hare Krishna, always doing this. He's not doing any other service. So, few days people tolerated. Then they started murmuring, and finally they went to Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. He's not doing anything. He's not doing the normal routine service. And he's only chanting always. He's putting his hand in the japa and he's chanting, doing nothing. So when all of them were complaining, they saw Gurudev was not replying. And they looked and he was crying. He was crying. He said, you say he's not doing service. He's the only one who's doing service. He's chanting. I mean, that was the glory of Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. And my Gurudev, in his room in Calcutta, has only one photo. That is of Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj. Just one photo. They have very close relation, very. So, always chanting, always chanting. When Gaudiya Math started, many young people came, very educated, nice background, high caste, Brahmins, boys, they became disciples, they joined. And after initial 7-8 years, they were thinking that we join Gaudiya Math, we do all service, but what have we got? We have got nothing. So they were starting discussing like that. So one day, they mustered some courage and they approached a close servant of Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta. Please, can you ask Gurudev that we are doing every service but we're not getting anything? He said, okay. So next day he talked to him. Prabhupada, they are saying they are not getting anything. So he said, go. Everybody. And everyone is very fearful of Gurudev. And with great difficulty they entered his room and stood like this. What is your question? No one says anything. You said you spent 7-8 years and you get nothing. Everyone is quiet. Prabhupada said, I think I gave you Harinam. That's it. And they could understand. I mean, getting this from a pure devotee, it's not a small thing. You get everything. What is this? This is 108 Gopis serving Radha Krishna. This is Sumeru, this is Radha Krishna. And these are 8 male gopis. And Gurudev chants on this. When he chants, because he is chanting with purity, so that is like Pran Pratishtha of this. The life comes in this. And when you chant it, you get that connection to your Guru, to Krishna. But it depends upon how much realization you get. It may be in 6 months like Dhruv Prahlad, it may be in 6 years, it may be in the whole life, or it may be many, many lives. Realization is individual. But you got everything already. You have to understand it. So, on this particular day, if we can do Hari Kirtan, that's the essence. And Ekadashi is giving a special opportunity to the people of this age who have so many physical frailties, problems. Because in Satyuga or in Golden Age, people were having long lives and they have to perform very strong tapasya. If they cannot do that, they cannot realize God. But after Golden Age came Silver Age or Treta Yuga, then people became weaker and they started doing oblations, yajna. And then in Dwapar or Brazen Age, they became more weak and they started doing puja. But then in Kali Yuga, we cannot do tapasya, we cannot do yajna, we cannot do proper archan, pujan. So, scriptures have given us special facility. Just chant the holy name of God. You can chant any holy name, but intelligent will go for the best. And the best is given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. प्रभु कहे कहिलाम यही महामंत्र, इहा जप किया सब करिया निर्बल. So, incessantly you have to do the japa, and you have to do with a proper counting on your beats. And slowly you will increase that number, and finally you will have a situation when your breath becomes like a beat. Every breath you are chanting. You are sleeping and you are chanting. So it's like riding on an airplane of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Whether you are sleeping, you are dancing, you are moving, you are eating, the chanting is going on. So in every situation. And there is many confusion among people that we should not chant when we are contaminated, we should not chant when we do like this or that. It's not like that. Ki bhojane, ki shayane, kimva jagarane. Eating, sleeping, whatever you do, you can chant. There is no obstruction. There is no rule and regulation in this particular age. That is the special opportunity we have. And that chanting, because we are in this modern Kali Yuga, they say you do more on Ekadashi. Once a fortnight, you increase the number. So that's the secret. Because in Ekadashi, you get magnifying effect. You see, everything is connected with our mind. And mind is connected with moon. And you have full moon and you have new moon. And during that, the mind has like, what you say, high tide and low tide in mind. So scientifically, to cure this, to make you stable, they say 4 days before that problem comes, you do Ekadashi to chant more. Make yourself more strong. And then don't worry about more. Don't worry about it because you have become stronger. This is very, very important. From Ekadashi to Purnima, Jeshth, Shukla Paksh is very, very important. Every day, tomorrow is Dwadashi, then Triyodasi, and Sunday we have Snan Yatra. That is Lord Jagannath Dev's special event. He has Snan Yatra, he goes for bathing, and that is the beginning of Rath Yatra, because for 15 days Jagannath temple will be closed, and after 15 days we will have Rath Yatra. So this 4-5 days time is very auspicious. Now we'll do the normal Bhagavad Gita shloka if we have some time. Which shloka? This is 4th?
36.
36.
Chapter 4, that's 36. 37, sorry, 37.
Okay. Page 223. यथे धांसी समिद्धोग्नि भस्मास्तात् कुरुते अर्जुना ज्ञानाग्नि सर्वकर्माणि भस्मात् कुरुते तथा. As a blazing fire turns firewood to ashes, O Arjuna, so does the fire of knowledge burn to ashes all reactions to material activity.